everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Crystal, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to cut a bishop collar, as you can see in this video. Now the measurements I use for the neckline is, for the back I use 3 inches width by ½ inch length, and for the front 3 inches by 3 inches, and the slit is 4.5. So what I'm doing now is just to measure around the neckline after joining the shoulders, and I have 19 inches. Now we're going to cut the collar using a bias form. Now this is how you fold your fabric on bias, like a triangle. Now I measured 19 inches on the neckline, and I'm going to add 1 inch for sewing allowance. That 1 inch should be ½ inch on both sides, and the width of the collar is 1.5 inches because I don't want my collar to be too wide. So I'm going to mark out 1.5 inches and then cut it out. Now this is how it's going to look like after cutting it out. Now you can use your stay to fuse it, or you can also use a gum stay to give it more stability. Now I've gone ahead to join the sides by ½ inch, and I ironed in ½ inch also, as you can see. Now I'm going to bring my dress now, and I'm going to start pinning from the edge of the neckline, and also I'm pinning the edge of the neckline of the collar to the edge of the neckline on the dress. Now I'm going to pin one side, as you can see, pin it down, and I'm going to go to the other side also to pin it down. Now if you measured your neckline correctly, your collar is supposed to fit in perfectly. So I'm just pinning on both sides so that I can pin the other side to see if it will align together. So if you measured it correctly at first, then your collar should fit in perfectly. So just go ahead to pin all the way around. After pinning, then you sew on ½ inch. So I finished sewing on ½ inch, and this is how it looks like. Now notice that I did not sew the one I already ironed in ½ inch. I'm going to push in the allowance of the ½ inch that we just sewed, and use the ½ inch we ironed to cover it up. This is how it's going to be. So push in the allowance and then sew at the bottom 2.5 inch, very tiny on the bottom of the neckline. So like I said, you push in the allowance and use the ½ inch we already ironed in to cover it up and sew all the way down. So this is how it looks after sewing. You can see how neat it is. So you sew and then give it a good press. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. If you have any comments, questions, please drop it in the comment section and I will answer all of them. Thank you for watching. Bye.